Hello everyone, this is Jake from About 11 Productions, and today we're going to embark on a journey in modded Minecraft. And now we're just creating our world here. We're going to call it our About 11 survival world. There's all these modes, but we're going to stay in survival mode. We're going to make it a biomes'o'plenty world, which means biomes'o'plenty is a mod that is installed in the mod pack that I'm using. And what it does is adds a whole bunch of new biomes to the game. Now for our world generator, we're just going to put Minecraft is fun. And I bumped another button there, but you know what? That was meant to happen, so we'll let it happen. We're going to turn the bonus chest on, just because it's good to have. Everyone knows how to make a pickaxe and stuff, and it really adds nothing to the game. You guys watching me knock down a tree just to build some simple tools. So basically, the goal for this Let's Play is that each episode is going to be 10 to 20 minutes long. We're using the Direwolf20 pack in Minecraft 1.7, and hopefully we'll be able to explore most, if not all, of the mods that are offered in here. Now, I have the game maxed out on visual settings, and we should be playing at 60 frames per second. I'm just kind of sitting here letting the chunks load in, because I don't want to have it, mess up everything just because I'm running around. But let's open this bonus chest, see what they gave us. They gave us a tree tap, which is good for industrial craft. Some wood, which will be good to start out with. We can build our crafting table and stuff like that. And Lexica Botania, and I actually have no idea. I've never played with the Botania mod, so we'll have to do that later. Now the flippers are obviously a biomes'o'plenty item, and I think they make you swim faster in water. Now we're going to take this chest, just so that we are not wasting any of the items this gives us, and we're going to set off for a base for us to kind of play in. So I'm going to put the flippers on, and we're going to set off in a direction. Now each episode I'm going to try to set a goal for, but we may not always reach that goal in that episode. But I'd like to try to at least have each episode have its own inclusive, like, this is what we're going to do at the beginning, and we work all episode to reach the end of that. Now, as we get deeper into some of these mods, I think we're going to realize that it's going to take more than 10 to 20 minutes to do some of the stuff we want to do. So when that happens, we will have multi-part episodes, and maybe we'll have some episodes go longer or shorter. Why don't you let us know in the comment section down below with what you would like in that regard. I don't really like living in an icy biome, and this is a glacier biome, and now we're in an Arctic biome, and now we're in a frozen river biome. As you can see by the text to the right below the Journeyman's map there, there's some wolves, my doggy friends over there, but I just want to get out of the snowy areas, because I really don't like having my bases there. This is an ice village. I'm not sure if that's mod included or a vanilla Minecraft thing, and it looks like we dropped a few frames there, but it should be okay. We are generating lots of new chunks, and Mistcraft is still profiling, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm sure we'll find out at some point. Now, if anyone is familiar with the Direwolf20 pack, it is made by the YouTuber Direwolf20. It's a collection of mods from all across the Minecraft modverse. You see we have magic bees there, obviously stuff from the original game Minecraft, and it's an amazing collection of mods that really adds new depth to the game. I think that's a rubber tree from Minecraft Reloaded, yeah, and Wayla is the mod that you see when I highlight an item. That thing up at the top of the screen that tells you where the item's from, if it's harvestable, I think that's called Wayla. It's part of that mod. Now, it seems like there's a huge mountain over there, and I really like having my base near a mountain, so we might dig our first base into the side of that mountain. It seems like there's a lot of materials around here. There's a lot of livestock, so cows for leather, things like that. But our first base will be like a little digging into a cave. We'll establish some resources. We'll get a nice area dug out, And later on in the series, we'll actually make our own base with where we're going to base all of our creation and stuff from. And it'll probably be around here, because this looks like we could clear the trees out and have some pretty fun stuff. Oh, those are some angry wolves. Oh, those are dire wolves. So, we will we'll respawn here, and we will try once again to... there we go. We'll try once again to find a place to stay. I think I'm still going to go for that mountain. So you know what? I'm going to cut this recording off here, and I'll be back in a second once I've retrieved my items, and hopefully I won't get killed by the direwolves again. So see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, so we're back at the place where I died, but there's no gravestone, which is unfortunate. Normally there's a mod, I think it's part of Open Blocks, that leaves all of your items when you die in a gravestone. But apparently that is not working or not installed, or it just bugged out for some reason. But unfortunately that means we're going to have to gather our resources from scratch. So I guess that's what I get for trying to speed this along. But I do really like this mountain area right here as a starting zone. These little guys, I think they're hobgoblins. They're hobgoblins from Witchery. They are not hostile unless you attack them, which is a good thing, because hostile mobs tend to kill you a lot, and we don't like dying. But I guess this is going to start out like a normal Minecraft Let's Play anyway. Some dropped frames there. Again, it's that Mistcraft profiling thing. Once the world's been open for a little bit and running, I think that we won't run into that issue anymore. But we're just getting some wood here, and our base is actually going to just be in the side of that mountain that I showed you, which should be a good start. I never like to leave wood in trees because you want the leaves to fully decay. I just find it annoying when they don't fully decay. Maybe that's just me. But let's... right here, this looks like a good space. So let's dig up these snow blocks. Try not to hit those guys because they can get angry. As you can tell by my hunger and health bar, I got attacked by a direwolf on my way to get my stuff back. And I also ran here. So hopefully we can figure this out before we get attacked again. So obviously crafting bench and Tinker's Construct, you can turn your crafting bench into a crafting station, which basically all that does is it allows items to stay in. So where if I were to do this, put something in here and then like go out, it falls out. The normal crafting bench would do that too, but when we put it into a crafting station and we exit, that looks like it fell out because I accidentally dragged something out there, but if we right click on there, it's still in there. So the first thing we're going to want to make is a pickaxe so that we can get some of the stone harvested. And I guess this is good because we'll be getting all the achievements now. So we shall begin our excavation into the rock, and hopefully we'll have enough time before nighttime to find some sheep and get a bed made so we can skip the night. But like I said, maybe that'll happen, maybe it won't. Minecraft is a mean game sometimes, and it really doesn't care what your plans are for it. It will do what it wants. Now this starting cave really doesn't have to be super big. It just needs to be big enough for us to survive in, and it would be nice to get some coal too. In fact, I see some up there, so I'm gonna go and get it. This is the an updated version of Minecraft, so 1.7, so we should actually start getting experience for mining coal and things like that, which is always good. When we start to automate our ore processing, it is a little bit of a shame because you don't get the experience from smelting the ore like you do with a stone furnace if you do it in an electric furnace and have it all automated. But I guess that would be overpowered, and there's other ways to automate electricity as well. Or not electricity, but experience. Experience doesn't really play a big part of Minecraft for me. I've never really used the experience system. I understand some of the enchantments that you get from it can be quite useful, but at the same time it's just not really something I'm used to using, and maybe we'll get to using more of it than I'm used to using, but probably not. We'll definitely have some enchanted pickaxes, but some of the stuff you can do with Tinker's Construct, that mod, really kind of doesn't really matter about enchanting weapons anymore. And maybe some of these mods have been redone in a way I don't know, and maybe that means we will have to actually use experience in something. Because a lot of the mods have been redone. For example, Applied Energistics, I'm not familiar with the current version, so we'll have to play around with it and see if we can figure out what it is all about. But since it's nighttime and we don't have a bunch of wool, the first thing we're going to do here is see that death marker. Those tend to crowd the screen up, so if you press J, you can get into your journeyman's map, and then you click on the death marker. Or, no, you don't. Maybe? Marker? There we go. And then it actually records when you died, and then you click remove and you can remove it, and then press close and J again to exit the journeyman's map. So let's dig out this cave a little bit and see what we find. It's good that we see marble here, because marble is actually pretty cool to build with. It looks like we're not going to be going much farther in this direction, because we're just going to dig out into the open, and open holes are never good in a design. And we'll clean up this cave later. I do like to have a floor and a ceiling and the walls all a consistent design color. It just really bothers me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like a lot of people who record these Minecraft YouTube videos do that. But I think the first mod we're really going to get into once we find a cave and get some materials is thermal expansion. It's a really good early on mod to start automating at least the ore processing part of Minecraft, and really before we can get into some of these big mods, we're going to need a good solid foundation in a good solid foundation of materials. And apparently hobgoblins can open doors. That's fascinating. It's a really good thing they're not violent, because that would be scary. But yeah, Witchery is another mod I really don't know that much about. I've seen people play with it, but I myself have not really played with it. I hate doing these first episode Let's Plays because I feel like everyone's are the same, because to start out with Minecraft, even modded Minecraft, you need to do the same basic things, and if that hobgoblin lets a zombie in here, I will be very angry. Don't you let him in here. He's not a friend. Friendly. But let's make a chest here so we can start storing some items. And I can actually showcase one of our mods here if there's only one zombie out there, which I think there is. So we're going to make a stone sword, and we're going to kill the zombie in a second here. But the first thing we need to do is make what is called a drying rack, I think. Yep, it is. So the drying rack's a part of Tinker's Construct, and it's made by 3 wood slabs. So what we need to do here is get some wood slabs, and then you just put 3 wood slabs, and we'll make 2 drying racks. And it's a really good early game item to use to get food. So what we can do with this now is open this door, and hopefully not aggro that thing, and find the zombie, who is right here, and kill the zombie. Oh shit, that scared me. We have a skeleton over there too, but we're gonna ignore the skeleton because he might be able to kill us. But now we can take this rotten flesh we got from the zombie, put it on the drying racks, and in a little bit of time that'll dry up into monster jerky. And where eating rotten flesh actually gives you a hunger debuff and things like that, eating monster jerky does not, and it actually, I think it might restore even more health than rotten flesh does, which I would hope so. Rotten flesh isn't exactly yummy. Now that stone back there that you see that's a little weird is called andesite, and it is, God, those things keep throwing me off. I'll have to get a metal door or something so they stop bothering us. But that's part of the Chisel 2 mod. Literally its only purpose is aesthetic. And basically, you make something called a chisel, and then you can put that block in the chisel, in the chisel interface, and it will have several different designs you can have on the outside, and it's like you're chiseling that block into different shapes. It's really nice for someone who wants to make their house look more than just a stack of stone, basically. I swear, it's just so tedious starting up these beginning bases sometimes. But we're going on about 15 minutes here, so I'm going to cut the first episode off here. Next episode, we're going to either dig down and try to find a cave, or go adventuring out there and look for a cave. And hopefully we'll bring back some materials and be able to get started on some early ore doubling. And we also might slaughter all these hobgoblins because, quite frankly, they're annoying. Yeah, you're annoying. But until next time, this has been About 11 Productions, and hopefully this is the start of a lengthy and fun Minecraft Let's Play. But I'll see all you guys next time. Thanks for watching.